Hey guys, thanks for checking out the podcast. Before we get started, I want to remind you about the very cool bucket list trip I am doing in 2026, the Smitty Learns Irish podcast, where I'm going to do my bucket list, hike Ireland for a year, learn about Irish history, town by town, through the mouths of the pub owners and regulars. Because what's a better way to learn about something you love than to experience it yourself? Patreon.com/we3Smiths, only $3 a month, and thanks for checking it out. Welcome to the Rock Radar. My name is Smitty from the What the Hell Everything podcast, and I'm on my quest through space to find my next favorite rock and metal artist, and this band, Gojira, is almost a first-time listen. Not really. No, Gojira is one of those bands that fit into this weird category for me, and this is going to sound really stupid to some people, I'm sure. But I have a few bands that I hear a few songs that I like, and I never get into them. I have this block where it's really, again, I say for this whole Rock Radar thing, it's me exercising my open-minded muscle. And like the death metal thing, never really, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole because I don't want to not like it. I like this so far. So I have this block because I'm afraid I'm going to get into something. It's like getting into a relationship with somebody hot and heavy, and all of a sudden they suck. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, fuck, foiled again. So Gojira is one of those bands that I've heard a couple songs, and I said, all right, there's really something to this band. But I didn't exercise that muscle enough. So the way I typically pick a band, again, I've heard Stranded before. It's on one of my other playlists, and I like that song a lot. But it's the number one song on Spotify, which is typically the one that I pick when I'm picking a band to react to. I've also listened to L'Enfant Sauvage. I'm probably killing that. I only had like freshman year of French class in high school, and I fucking ditched that class a lot just because it was school. But I've only heard Stranded and L'Enfant Sauvage. So I actually came up with a cool rule as far as picking new songs, because why would the fuck would I pick like the biggest hit? That's not necessarily the best song by far. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? You know, because like Spotify has like the top 5 songs or the top 5 most played or something. I'm like, I'm going to pick the long song. That should be a rule, you know? If the first song is the long song, maybe you play it a little bit different on that. I don't know. The point of the matter is I'm picking Flying Whales from, which album? 2005. I know it's From Mars to Sirius. Before I get to the reaction, a real quick, huge shout out to my sponsor, M22 in Suttons Bay. If you've never been to the beautiful region of Traverse City, northern Michigan, there's so much to enjoy and a great place to stay. Make your reservations. Cute little bungalow things. I always said to myself, how do I describe this M22 in Suttons Bay? Is it a hotel or is it a motel? It's an inn, dummy. M22 Inn, Suttons Bay, with a great view of West Grand Traverse Bay, essentially Lake Michigan shores, along the historically gorgeous M22 Drive. So if you're looking to book some vacation time in one of the fastest growing tourist spots in the country, here you go. M22 Inn, Suttons Bay. Thanks so much. Give this a listen. I'm actually really excited to hear new Gojira. it's so subdued and laid back, and like you can feel, something's gonna happen. And such a really cool anticipatory thing they're doing. Where is it gonna be now? No, we're just gonna lay back. Real cool patience that they're showing there. But that's so far so good. You did it again. That is fucking intoxicating. Did it again. Did it again. Honestly, I'm so stoked right now for what is going to happen because I feel like they've built up the anticipation so well that it's going to fucking hit into something really interesting, I feel like. But I've been wrong before a lot, and it'll happen a lot in the future. I feel like that's a vocal in the background, right? Gojira fans, if this is the first time checking me out, I don't have lyrics up ever. I haven't looked it up because I don't ever care about lyrics. If they're a band I fall in love with at some point in my own free time, I'll get into the lyrics. It's just sort of the way I roll. But I'm obviously wondering now if this is just a full-on instrumental or just this super fucking rad long intro that finally is into the song, because I feel like it says that only 1:12 have played. I didn't think I was that high. That just time travel thanks to Gojira. Holy fuck, man. Like, I was so into that intro, and it's only 1:12? There could be lyrics still. It's got like those fucking Yankee riffs. I mean that in a great way, where you just have to, and you can just hear people just pulling up on the strings. That's how it sounds in my head. I don't know if that's actually what's happening, but just total, just devastating a fucking guitar. And that is such a fucking cool ass riff. I don't typically get this excited, you guys. Don't typically get this excited. Rewind it a little bit, because, yammering. Fucking lyric. Fucking crushing. Woo! Now we're gonna fuck you up. Yeah, now we're gonna fuck you up and scare you. Like, if my first impressions, obviously, of the song are that I love it. There were a few points in there where I have my initial reaction right here when the death metal thing happens is like, oh no, I don't know if I like that. But with this band quickly, and honestly, Devin Townsend is hugely responsible. Me falling in love with Devin Townsend, helping me get through the death metal vocal barrier. And I don't know this guy's name. I think I do know it. Is it Joe Duplantier? Plantier? I don't know. I just pulled that one out of my ass, guys. I don't know if that's right or not. Anyway, typically, but you can tell who is the good ones, you know, who can pull it off at a fucking high level and with great fucking music like this. I mean, great music. It makes the death metal vocals way easier to swallow. Let's continue. See? Look at you. Sounds like a cat. That was the stupidest thing I've ever said. Hell fucking yeah, man. Sorry for the swear words, kids. It just pops out with me. It's just a thing. Hey, that was fucking fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I do this whole damn thing. For me to finally get through these dumbass brain barriers I have with music. I don't know what it is. Just everybody has their things. They don't want to listen to this or they don't want to listen to this. It's just a matter of what that is and how willing you are to give it a chance, I guess. I guess next I'm going to have to really bite the bullet and finally try to get... This is a great way for me to get into Opeth, really, that my brother has been preaching to me forever, and I just have never done that. But, I mean, if I'm getting over the death metal vocal thing, or at least finding the high-quality versions of death metal, you know, if you can mix in enough un-death metal-y things, a lot of times, oh man, it's a lot fucking nicer. And that set really nice. What a fucking just cool, just inventive fucking metal, man. Really cool. Definitely want to hear more. I think I've already heard L'Enfant Sauvage, and then of course Stranded. I mentioned earlier that I'd heard. And I'm looking for more rock and metal bands. Rock, too, because I said before, there's a lot of just fucking straight-up rock stuff that I like as well. And I'm a rock and roll purist. I just love good rock and roll, man. And looking for the new stuff. So you know a band, your favorite band maybe that nobody's ever heard of, throw a couple suggestions in the comments. And I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. And remember my Patreon page, What the Hell Everything. I also have the Rock and Roll Roundtable album review podcast and all sorts of other stuff that I do on that page. It's just like my own little network of fun things. And I can't thank you enough, guys. Appreciate you watching. And until next time, what the hell everything!